Squeaky, squeaky. Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Welcome back if you are returning. Welcome in if you are new here. Merry second day of Christmas. We have our second deck of Christmas coming up. I put numbers on all of the decks, and then I put 11 numbered pieces of paper in our little tin, and we will draw to see which deck we read from tonight. I thought it was a good suggestion, so we did that, okay? So we did that today. Hi, Rachel. Welcome in. Welcome in, my love. I set my intentions for this in every reading. May they be a source of inspiration and discernment on your healing journey, and may God grant favor and grace to anyone who is tapping in. No list tonight, Swati. It's going to be collective. Collective readings this evening, guys. Collective readings, no list, just love. Just a short Christmas love live. That was a tongue twister. A Christmas love live. Shall we see? Shall we see, Rachel? What deck will we be drawing from? I was going to wait and see if a few more people come in. See who we get. I almost didn't make it. I was tired. I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up and was like, oh my God, what time is it? Let's see. Got all my numbers in there. Looks like it's just me and you, Rachel. Are you down? Are you down, sister? Shall we do it? Let's see what number we got. What do we have here? Oh, 11. Thank you, Spirit, for giving me the deck right on top. Thank you, Spirit. That's so sweet of you. 11, literally the deck right on top. Very cute. Very cute. And I feel like I don't know if this was the bottom of the pile last night. And I was like, oh, I really love this one. So I saved it for last. So here we are. Opening it for second. Technically second. It's just a collective reading, Rezia. It's not going to be for any one person. It'll be for everybody. I'm just going to unbox a new deck, guys, every day for 12 days. So this is the second deck that we're unboxing for the decks of Christmas, and we will do a few. I think last night I did several collective readings. We did several collective mini readings. I did see your message before I signed on, Rezia, but I was late already. So, so I had to get in here. I fell asleep. Ooh, so we could do this. Look at this beautiful image, shall we? Haunting, but very beautiful. A decks. The second deck tonight. Or this Christmas, gosh. I'm still just winging it. Look at this. Interesting. I see the cups at the top. Is that the suit then? So would this be the Page of Cups? Interesting. What is one? Oh, Ace of Cups? This will be an interesting read. A Five of Cups. Hi, Cynthia. I just drew. I wrote numbers on each of the decks, Cynthia, and then I put all of the numbers in a tin, and I drew. And so now I'm just looking. Aren't these interesting? That's the Four of Swords. So they have the suits at the top and then the number at the bottom. That's the Knight. No, that's the Page. That's the Knight. That's the Queen. So that's the King. Okay. Like the poofy balloon dress. What? Get out. That's so cute though. Ace of Pentacles. I laughed when I drew the number. Rachel was in here. Nobody else was in here yet. But when I drew the number, I laughed because it was the deck that was on top. It was 11. Let's see. I like the backs. They're very, it's very Christmassy, the backs too. So it's a good pick, Spirit. Thank you. It looks like holly with berries. Yeah, yeah. You know, that was part of the struggle with the deck that we used last night, Cynthia, is that the images are so different from traditional images. And I think I'll have a similar challenge with this. Like, not that it's impossible to read them, but it's like, as an intuitive reader, you want to read the image, but you also want to read the meaning of the card. And they don't always line up. Like, the symbolism doesn't always line up. Like, what you know of a tarot card and what you see on the tarot card. It definitely makes for a more challenging read, but we will try. We will do our best. The Ace of Cups was very interesting. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Because I'm like, how do you even read this? I mean, it is kind of my cup runneth over, but it's weird. It's a weird Ace of Cups. Well, I like, what's all the mini-me's? Are they babies? Are they dolls? They look like dolls, right? They look like dolls. Very weird. Very weird, but beautiful. Hi, story time. Welcome in. Merry Christmas. How are you? We're not doing lists. These are going to be collective readings, but I'm going to do several of them. Stick around. It'll be a fun little story time. We'll figure something out. We're just going to have a little chat. It'll be short and sweet. We'll do a few readings. I don't know how many I did last night. I didn't keep track. I just read until I was ready to stop reading. So yeah, how was your Christmas, beautiful? I can't remember what deck it is that has like crowns and stuff on it as well, other than the one that we're starting now, where it's just like, I don't know what am I looking at. It's got like symbols instead of the words. It's like, is it the Page? Is this the King? Or it's the Page and the Knight. Often I get confused, the page and the Knights. Just like with this deck, they put the little like knight helmet on it, and I assumed it was the knight, but then it was not. Oh, I'm sending you a lot of love. I'm sorry. It's funny because one of the things that came up last night in the reading was watching what kind of things we turn to when things are emotionally heavy. And it was like, even in my own case, when I miss people around Christmas and stuff, I always make like bad diet choices. Like, I want everything that makes me think of them, you know? I want all the junk foods, right? Hi, Michael. Welcome in. Thank you so much. God bless you as well. Hello, bro Earther. Here we go. I'm just shuffling away, giving you guys a minute to come on in. I don't have a question. We'll just see what it is the Spirit wants us to know collectively, and we'll start there. It all came up last night. It all came up last night in the card story time. All of that. So funny. The Hierophant in the last deck that we did, I guess the first deck technically, the Hierophant was medicinal marijuana. It was very adorable though. Hey Google, go back a song. Sorry guys. Hey Google, go back a song. I was letting her play. I forgot to put her on repeat. Hey Google, put the song on repeat. I just want to make sure that I have something that's not copyright strike on us. It wasn't Kennedy, no. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was medicinal marijuana. I don't know where I put her now. Our first deck. Oh, she's right here. It was very fun. I would highly suggest watching last night's live because it was good. So it was Rustic Fortune Tarot. It was the first deck that we opened up. Tonight's deck is the Nicoletta. I'm just going to call it Nicoletta Tarot. I'm not going to butcher her last name. So, okay, Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? What does the collective need to know at this time? You guys may hear plows and machines and stuff. I think they're done now. I tried to wait until they were done. But they may come back because we're in the middle of a snowstorm here. Oh, damn. This is a demented card. What is this, Spirit? 5 of Swords. So it's a fight. Holy cow, this is diabolical. You may be fighting with somebody. You may feel like you can't defend yourself. There may be a season where you feel like things are, your hands are tied. You can't defend yourself over a certain situation. Oh, that's right. This is also, looks like it has an Alice in Wonderland theme, by the way, which I have an Alice in Wonderland deck. So now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, there's a lot of Alice in Wonderland stuff going on here. It's very cool. I wasn't expecting that. See the caterpillar on the mushroom here, and then I see the white rabbit down here. So that's interesting. So I can't remember what 20 is. I'm going to have to write these down. Is 20 the world, guys? So it's the end of a cycle. It's like, I see him carrying the key towards a door, and the world is often like opening a door. I don't think it's judgment. I'm going to have to look it up later. I'm going to go with the world because it's giving me like opening doors. It's giving me like something unlocking, coming through, making it through something. So you may be coming through a time. I'm just going to read it how I see it, guys, because otherwise I'm guessing. So otherwise it gets too confusing. So I definitely see that the little whatchamacallit. Oh my god, guys, I just woke up. I'm in such a fog. The little bunny. See the little bunny with the key? Like heading to the door to unlock it. And it's like, while you've been in isolation, you've been blooming, you've been growing. And it's like, now it's time to come out. Now it's like, it's time to see your progress. It was like there was a very difficult time that lent itself to your growth and gave you the ability to escape the cycle, to step out of it. Aw, 3 of Swords, heartbreak. Yeah, so it was a very hard time. But it's like Spirit's asking you to look at the growth that you achieved during this really hard spell when it could have felt like you couldn't defend yourself. Again, we have like 2 characters here with no arms, like the inability to defend themselves. Kind of had to sit back and take what you get. And it may have felt that way, like things were very unfair, uneven, unbalanced. But we're stepping into this new phase from there. Spirit, let's talk about the new phase. Let's talk about the growth. Let's talk about what comes after. This is like tower energy, but what comes after the tower? What comes after we step out of that? What is this growth leading to? What is the growth leading to? Ace of Cups. Okay. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups coming out together. A higher appreciation for love. Higher appreciation for self-love, for taking care of self. It's giving like self-pampering. Being really in touch. I'm getting like the mirrored energy here. And I know that they're not similar characters, but there's almost this energy of like seeing yourself. Like understanding yourself more deeply. Understanding your traumas more deeply. Understanding who you are. It's like having done the shadow work, is that window is very open and the light is coming in. And there's this energy here with all of this orange. There's like this sacral energy. And it gives like a deeper connection with self. And still, she just creeps me out a little. So I have the Ace of Cups coming out, and it's like, again, it's my cup runneth over. It's like more than enough energy headed your way. Like I have more than enough. Not more than enough energy, but like the energy of more than enough. Of the cup runneth over. Of that energy of abundance coming in. But it's abundance of love, abundance of self-love. It led you to learn how to love yourself more deeply, more thoroughly. With more gusto, I heard. So we love that. Hi, Asa. How are you? So we have the Seven of Cups coming out. Look at this. Having choices, options. It showed you different ways. Different ways of doing things. Different ways of being. All the bunnies. The little Alice. Different pathways. You may have spent some time thinking about what different pathways you could have taken. But I'm getting more of like more pathways being available. No list tonight. Just love, Yasa. Just some Christmas love. These are collective readings. You're welcome to stay and take what resonates. Leave the rest. Ooh, Queen of Swords. It's like learning how to speak up. This is a little diabolical. She's like eating a little person cake. Thank you, Paula. Thank you so much. Thank you for the cute look. Look, it's funny you just sent the cake because I literally pulled the card with the cake. It could be having your cake and eating it too. But Queen of Swords is about, speaking up, having boundaries. Being able to speak about those boundaries, put those boundaries in place. Healthy boundaries, right? You may be looking also at the different paths that you could have taken in a positive way. Like if I didn't set healthy boundaries with myself, if I didn't love myself, care for myself, if I didn't do the shadow work, where would I be? Like this energy of what it's like there's some trauma from the past that the result could have been so much worse. The path that you took from that trauma could have been so much more detrimental. And what it's showing me is that you put boundaries in place with yourself. You put boundaries in place with others. Like the paths that you chose, the path of self-love, the path of healthy boundaries, right, is taking you into this new space, this new wonderful space of self. Hi, blessings. Welcome in, my love. We've got Colette's deck tonight. It's very interesting energy in this deck. Oh, Nicolette, excuse me. It's a very interesting vibe. Poor little cake. Poor little cake. Did she scoop his eye out? It's so weird. Just gonna say it. It's so weird. And these cards, by the way, absolutely have an Alice in Wonderland vibe. Blessings. They're very beautiful, but they're complicated to read, but that's okay. We're going to do it anyways. So we have the Eight of what? Oh my God. I got to remember all of these. I should have written them down. What is the Eight of the Major Arcana? Spirit? I didn't know this deck came with a pop quiz. For real. Who is this? Is this Tower Energy? That would make sense. I'm getting out another deck, guys. Is a reference. Is this Strength? That makes sense. Okay, Leo. Yeah, Strength. But it does look like a tower, doesn't it? I'm going to get out another deck so that I can have all the Major Arcana, because that's going to drive me crazy. And I'm going to lay out the Major Arcana so I don't keep forgetting. Okay, which deck do I want? One that states it very clearly and has traditional imagery. Thank you, Spirit. Have you ever wondered how much of me is a visual thinker when I'm reading? This is a good indication. how much I rely on image. Let's see. Let's get the Major Arcana out of a deck just so I can see them and have the numbers and the names. Okay, World is 21, so I was wrong. Maybe it is Wheel. Thanks for being patient, guys, while I do this. There's nothing like learning a new deck and not knowing what card you're looking at. And again, we were talking about it earlier, the imagery is so different that it's like I can't even tell from the image what it is that I'm supposedly looking at. Yes, Twilight, we just opened a new deck tonight. We're doing a new deck every night for 12 days of Christmas. This is our second deck. Okay, Wheel of Fortune is just 10, not 20. Let's see. So we're getting to know a new deck, guys. Bear with me. I'm pulling out right now out of the traditional deck the high, I was going to say high arcana, but I meant to say major arcana so that I have a reference, because the new deck is very complicated to read without it. So I'm going to grab these out just so that I have a reference so I know what card we're looking at when the major arcana comes out. Yeah, free personal readings. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. The free readings are on Wednesday and Sunday. If you want personal readings, those are the days that I do them. I'm going to probably this week we'll combine the decks of Christmas with the personal readings. These are so cool though. All right. I love the imagery, but it's going to be super confusing. It's going to take me a minute. Okay. Yep, Judgment. You were right. It is Judgment. Okay, I stand corrected. Thank you, my love. No, this just tells me I need to like, I don't know, to study the decks. Like, I know the cards' meanings, but like this deck has such weird imagery. Okay, It's kind of off-putting, like as a reader. Holy cow. There we go. New decks. You guys are watching me get to know new decks. In real time. You get to watch me figure out new decks. Okay, here we go. So that is Judgment. So again, though, it doesn't really negate anything that I said. In so much as it's like you had opportunities, you had choices. It's like you chose a better path for yourself. You made the judgment call. You decided, that something wasn't right for you. Stewing in that energy, that unable to defend yourself, that energy of not being able to stand up for you, right? And it's like you've done it in a healthy way. Okay, you've done it through exploring yourself, doing the shadow work, looking at the trauma, looking at the spaces where the trauma has sort of diminished how you may feel about yourself and others, and addressing it, right? With strength, it's almost giving me like better prepared. There's a protective vibe, like you again with those healthy boundaries, like putting up a protective barrier, removing yourself from a certain situation, setting yourself above or higher than a situation so that you could see it from that fresh perspective, so you can learn from it. It's gonna suck when that house of cards falls, so, but we'll talk about that in a minute, Spirit, if it does, right? So let's see. Let's get one more card. I think I have to honestly say, as much as I love the imagery, I've wanted this deck forever. It's a very confusing deck, and I liked last night's deck better because even though the images were like confusing, they were clear, like what the card was, what I was reading. I hope that makes sense. Hi. Hello, Eddie. Ten of Wands, burdens, burdens. Isn't this funny? Because we talked about, making better food choices last night. Like eating better, treating yourself better. So you may be thinking about that as a burden, or you may be thinking about how the way you've been treating yourself is a burden. It's interesting energy. Don't overburden yourself with the choices, the things that you have to narrow down, the things that you're changing in the coming year, the things that you feel shifting and changing, the situations that I still read this as a tower. I can't help it. It's like about to fall, right? That doesn't tell me strength. That tells me tower. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know why they would choose that image. So there's definitely this energy here of like choosing things more wisely, but it can feel like a burden, like the decision-making process. Somebody may be having decision paralysis, like deciding where they can make the changes, what changes they need to make, how to make those changes. And this could also be boundaries with self, like learning how to put those boundaries with self, right? Eating better, treating yourself right, like knowing that you have to step up to the plate with self-love. In making those investments in self with this Ace of Cups, like where it's like me with all my decks, right? It was like, where are you making the investments in self? Like it could be, those decisions can be difficult to make. And that's the energy that's coming across with this 10 of Wands, is like what are these decisions we're making based off of those traumas and what you learned about yourself, those things that you've taken from that with you, realizing like you want to take a better path for yourself, that you have to make better decisions, right? Coming out of that decision paralysis and actually like choosing the direction to go in, choosing what it is that you really want to do for yourself, okay? So it's like narrowing down exactly how to do this, stepping out of that paralysis, that decision paralysis. And I'm getting that this is more about boundaries with self than others. And this may have been something that you felt like was kind of hopeless, right? I said earlier, it looked like they can't defend themselves. Neither one of these cards has arms, right? Neither one of them had the ability to defend themselves. And it's like there's choices that thank you, Spirit. It's like Spirit saying focus on the choices that you can make for yourself. The things that you are within your control. It's like there's things that happen outside of your control that you really don't have any authority over. But there are things and decisions that can be made that are within your control, that are things you have authority over. It's like really narrowing down and paying attention to what those are. These are very thin and flimsy cards as well. The cards last night were very thick. They were good. Like a good quality. These are very flimsy. I see me already in advance pulling many of them. Accidentally while shuffling. I can feel it. Ace of Pentacles coming out. Okay, Spirit. So we do have these new blessings coming in. And King of Swords coming out with the Ace of Pentacles. So there definitely is this energy of, oh, look at the contract again. Figuring out what you have. We talked about the contract last night. Writing a contract with yourself for New Year's. Writing a contract with your higher self about what it is you're willing to give up. Either too much control is one of those things you could be giving up, right? How you respond to things that are out of your control, right? It's like, how do you approach that? How are you going to deal with that? This is all about like writing the New Year's resolutions, like getting yourself into it. It's not a resolution, like a contract with self, a contract with your higher self, so that you know what it is that you want the coming year to look like for you, right? And that might be a good question when you're sitting down to write those contracts with self is what is in my control? What is in my control? What can I change? What can I reasonably change? What can I reasonably invest in and call into my life? Like what is currently available? What routes are currently available for me to take? I'm also getting with the two aces, it's like the practicing gratitude. Like make sure you're practicing gratitude while you're writing this contract with self. There's something about when you pay attention to the blessings you've already received, it's easier to set the goals for the next ones, the ones that you're ready to move towards. Sorry, I'm moving my pillow, guys. Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you, Eddie. You're such a sweetheart. You have a beautiful night, Eddie. Merry Christmas, Eddie. And then we have the Knight of Wands coming out. Again, this might be a nod to impulse control. Don't be a little piggy. I just ate a whole bag of chocolate with mints. Shut up, Spirit. I feel so called out right now. There's definitely this energy of like checking your impulse control. You guys paying attention to what it is that you're impulsively doing that could be sort of detrimental or not as helpful to you as you would hope. Things that you maybe, again, we were talking yesterday about things you might do to be numbing your feelings, you know, things you may do in excess. How to moderate, how to pull the reins, slow it down. It's like, it's pointing to like self-sabotage, you know, where are you sabotaging yourself and why? And like really looking at that. Yeah, 10 of coins, so you can get off that. crazy ride. You get off the wheel. You can break the pattern. You can break the pattern and move towards abundance. And it's giving like escaping the rat race, right? Oh, thank you, Spirit. That's beautiful. Hi, Kaishia. How are you? Merry Christmas, Kiki. I think I told you last night, but Merry Christmas again anyways. Extra Merry Christmas. You guys get extra Merry Christmases from me. For the next 2 weeks, you get extra Merry Christmases from me. Happy second day of Christmas, yo. The retiring Catholic in me could not resist doing 12 days of Christmas. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Moving towards abundance, taking yourself out of the race, enjoying the comforts. Sitting back and really evaluating how far you've come, like what you've done already to break certain cycles, to come out of it. And it's like it's showing you with that strength card how strong you've already been and how much more you can do, how much further you can take yourself. It's like it's giving me like taste of success. Like you get one little taste of success and it's like once you've had that, you want more, right? And you're willing to do more. You're willing to be more for yourself. You're willing to show up for you differently. I do love this contract energy coming back through. I do think that's a great idea. I'll be thinking about it. A contract with your higher self for your New Year's. Instead of a resolution, writing a contract with yourself. What are you willing to go for? What are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to replace in your life? What is the price you're willing to pay to bring yourself into the new year, into the next energy, into the next area of abundance? All right, let's do another one. These are interesting cards for sure. A little confusing. I like the card. I mean, I might write on these. I'm not going to lie. I might write on these because it's really hard to read major arcana when the pictures are so different and they only have numbers on them. It's that's quite a little challenge, but I do love the Christmas vibes we've got going on here. And a little holly on the back, right? Little holly with leaves, super adorable. Hey, Sinister. I know they're beautiful, but they're really difficult to read. I'm not going to lie. If it seems like I'm fumbling, I can blame the nap I took before the live, but, you know, these cards are just complicated. These cards are just complicated. I'm just going to call it how I see it. They're just, they're very beautiful, but they're complicated. I kind of want to read them more like just intuitively off the images and just ignore what the cards are all together. I don't think that I went to the right song on my... Hopefully this doesn't get me a copyright ding, but I think it's the same creator. So it shouldn't. I just don't know if it's on repeat. Hi, Jan. How are you? Merry Christmas, Jan. Good morning. Are you just waking up, my love? Are you just joining us? I hope you are staying warm. It was quite frigid here today, and we're in the middle of a snowstorm now. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know at this time? What does the collective need to know at this time? What is coming towards the collective? A Knight of Cups. Oh, a romantic opportunity? Okay, Spirit, let's talk about it. We have a Knight of Cups coming in. I don't know, it's a stationary horse, Spirit. Usually the Knight of Pentacles is the slowpoke, but this is supposed to be the Knight of Cups. This is somebody that's, you know, bringing in, nostalgia. So we might have somebody from our youth coming in, somebody with a nostalgic vibe. I don't know why it's giving me Six of Cups. You haven't gone to bed yet. Oh my God, it's so late where you are. My love. Why? How do you function without any sleep? I'm so amazed. I need so much sleep. Okay, this is faster moving energy than it looks like. And as I say that, so the Eight of Wands came out, which is like fast moving, clear path, right? Moving ahead. What's interesting to me is that, like, when I say that, I'm like, when you get on is she on a pentacle? I just noticed that. It's like, how, you remember when you were a kid, if you ever played on a rocking horse and like they can move if you're aggressive enough about it. So it's almost giving me this energy of like somebody trying to suit you and possibly pushing you quickly. So it's almost like watch out for any suitor that may be coming in that like wants to move too quickly, wants to move too fast. Be sure to slow it down. Be safe. Be safe out there, guys. No list tonight, Dab. Just love. We're just doing a little Christmas love. This is the second deck of the decks of Christmas, the 12 decks of Christmas. And we're just looking at the artwork, getting to know the cards, reading the energy, hanging out, having a chat with each other. Eight of Cups. Yeah. Walking away from things that no longer serve you. And that's giving me that energy of like seeing the red flags, right? Because I was talking about somebody maybe coming in and you may be a person who grows attached to people very quickly. And it may have led to quite a lot of disappointment and heartache in the past. Yeah, with this Ace of Cups on the bottom in reverse. It's like being conscientious of this, being aware of it, slowing things down, taking your time. The right person for you is not going to mind if you ask if something can slow down. If you tell them you're not ready, the right person is going to respect that, right? The right person is going to allow you that space. Hi, thank you. I hope you are well too. Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the confirmation here. Interesting. 2 3s coming out. So we have the Three of Swords in reverse. And it's like not wanting to break your own heart. Like not going too fast. And I'm also getting this energy of like not falling in love with potential. Not It's like actually paying attention and observing the person and how they're moving, right? The right person is going to allow you to say that this is going too fast for me. Can we slow it down? And they're going to be receptive to that. They're going to understand. A secure partner isn't going to be moving too fast in the first place. And that's something you might have to check in with yourself. Are you moving too fast? Do you see people in positions that you shouldn't be putting them in yet? Have you given them time to truly align? With the Three of Pentacles coming out, have you given them time to truly show you who they are, to align? Okay. I mean, Mary has a lot to do with Christmas too, right? I would take it either way. I would take it either way. She's my favorite femme. I'll take it. So there's definitely this energy of like slowing things down, slowing yourself down, making sure that you're not making decisions too quickly. It's reducing opportunities for disappointment when you do that, when you slow things down, when you take the time to get to know somebody, when you don't project out what you want them to be, and instead you give them an opportunity to show you who they are. So when this Knight of Cups comes in, guys, take your time. Take your time. Yeah, taking your time does lead to victory. Thank you, Spirit. It may feel very vulnerable to sort of do things differently, but it leads to a victory. Oh, look at this beautiful star card. I think this is the star. I think this is the star. I have to look at the number. Hold on. But we have the Ace of Wands. We've had almost all the aces come out tonight, which is quite interesting already. And then we have the Six of Wands, and that's what I'm saying is the victory coming in. It's like you have an opportunity to experience victory, and it could just be in like the self-mastery, the victory that comes in self-mastery. I'm not discounting the relationship itself either. It's like, again, the right person is going to respect if you need to slow things down. The right person is going to give you the time to learn who they are, to understand them more fully. The right person isn't going to rush you. Yeah, that's the star. Thank you. That one was a little bit more obvious. The right person isn't going to rush you out. And thank you, Spirit, for pointing this out. The right person isn't going to rush you into vulnerable positions, vulnerable situations. They're not going to make you feel bad for revealing yourself at a natural pace for you. And I think one of the things that Spirit is pointing out is it may even feel unnatural to you because you may be used to rushing, being in a hurry, taking things fast. You may be used to falling head over heels for a partner and not taking your time to really get to know them, right? And finding out you're disappointed later because they're not the person you thought they were, right? So there's this energy here of like the victory comes when you slow down and you don't step into that vulnerable space too soon. When you take the time to get to know them, when you take the time to build the connection up, right? Excuse me, take the time. Yes, absolutely take the time. It's a beautiful card. I love these, but I don't know. I gotta look up the number. Hold on. I'll leave you with it for a second. It's so dangerous. You do want to. It's you imagine what is life going to be like with this person 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Like, will they be this person for me? And it's like, slow down and enjoy where you're at. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a rush. And don't fall into old patterns. I think that's a big warning here is don't fall into old patterns that didn't work. That's the Empress. So don't fall into old patterns that didn't work. Sit back, take your time. If you are sitting in that Empress energy, you know what it is that you value and what you want. She's inspecting. She's using that little magnifying glass, right? She's checking out the details. She's not in a hurry. She's taking her time. She's taking her time to get to know the vibration, to understand where things are headed and where things are coming from, where they're going to and where they're coming from is the energy it's giving. Okay. Checking out how somebody really operates as well. Seeing how they really truly move, giving them an opportunity to show themselves to you. Yeah. Yeah, Seven of Swords. So you can avoid any, false narrative or illusions about people. He's very sneaky there. Seven of Swords is usually about like lying to yourself or lying to others. So I'm not really sure what this image is trying to say in particular, but it's kind of sneaky, like observing. It's almost giving me like somebody who would stalk your page and use it against you. Or so it's giving me like internet stalking for one. And it's also giving me saying what you want to hear, like through that stalking, through that energy of like making sure when you're slowing down that the person is showing their authentic self and they're not putting on a mask. Okay, it's like waiting to make sure that the mask is fallen, that you're getting to know their authentic being, right? It's also like when you slow things down, when you ask for things to slow down, when you practice that self mastery. Thank you. I think this is Chariot, which is funny because he is also on a little horse. I want to double check that he's Chariot though. No, he is not the Chariot. What is 4? That's the Emperor. Okay. Okay. So making sure he's the man of integrity that you hope him to be. So we've got the Emperor and the Empress coming out here. It's like, is this person a right fit for me? Are we a match? So, because we had this energy. And again, it's like she's moving much quicker, isn't she? And he's much more static and controlled. So again, it's like practicing that self-discipline to slow things down, to get to know a person, to find out whether or not they're the right match for you. So in your next connection, slow things down, get to know the person. Success comes from this ability to rein it in. Balance, stay balanced. Thank you. Stay balanced. And then we have this other major arcana card I have to look up now. It's a 12. And is that lovers or is that like, what is that? Maybe that's the Chariot? Nope. These cards are so wild. See, why would that be the Hanged Man? Why would that be the Hanged Man? Why? Why would that be the Hanged Man? So it could be fresh perspective, second perspective, like a different and new perspective. They do have Alice in Wonderland vibes. I said that when I opened them up, which is really cool because I do have in my pile for this week an Alice in Wonderland deck as well. With like big eye art. I'm trying to find it. Where did I put it? I think it's on the bottom. Because I also have this deck to open up this week. Or next week, whenever it happens. Whenever I pull it. This one is deck number 1. This is deck number 11, ironically. Enough, it gave me the card right on top. So, the number right on top, excuse me. So there's definitely this energy here of slowing things down, getting to know somebody, not being too impulsive. Maybe the person you're heading towards has better self-control than you, even. And it may be encouraging, you know. They may also, it's almost like the right person for you is going to encourage you to slow things down as well. So it's not just, are you asking for things to slow down? If you're too impulsive and you're coming in too hot, too fast on something, you know, this is definitely a signal, not just for you to slow down, but the right person for you may ask you to slow down. And it's like, how will you deal with that emotionally? Are you going to receive it as a rejection, or are you going to receive it as an opportunity to take your time, inspect the situation, get to know the person more fully? Whew, thank you, Spirit. Are you going to see it as an effort to restore balance? You know, I'm pretty guilty of falling in love with potential myself. Seeing the potential in a situation and not seeing the person. And then finding out much later that it just doesn't align. Like when I actually take the time to get to know, or have the opportunity to get to know the person. But it's like moving too quickly and never like giving them an opportunity to show me who they really are before I've already put them in my mind in that position of, I just split on the Ace of Pentacles when I was about to say their worth. So interesting vibes coming through, Spirit. I would like to know about the blessings, though. This is a very, right? It is a crash and burning feeling. It's true. I want to know what blessings are headed towards our collective. Like when we slow things down, when we take it easy. I did love seeing the Emperor and the Empress in that last reading, but what are the blessings? What are the other blessings that we're calling in for ourselves? What are the other blessings? It's so hard. I get super excited. I do. I fall in love with the potential. Oh, look, I think it's Lovers. I think it's the Lovers. Give it the snake and the apples. I feel like that must be the Lovers. Let me see. I feel like I'm going to write on all these cards so that I don't have to keep trying to remember. Yeah, that's the Lovers. Thank you, Spirit. It's like one of the only ones that has some sort of hint of the traditional vibe. It's giving loving yourself fully. The Lovers can sometimes be seen as a choice, and we were just talking about choosing to slow down, right? Choosing to take our time. Whatever this is, whatever this next lover is who presents themselves, this next opportunity in love. It's like there's this energy of slowing things down, of taking it easy, of not rushing into it, of not falling in love with potential, allowing that person to show you who they are, right? Not trying to get them to fit into some sort of mold of who you want them to be, but allowing them to actually show you who they are. Cheeseburgers. What? Shateria, did you come in here talking about cheeseburgers? Girl, what you come in here and distract me with food like that for? What? Now I want a cheeseburger too, man. I had cheese and crackers for my dinner. My stomach has not been feeling well today, so I kept it real light. You wanted to say 11? This is deck number 11. Did I say that already? I don't know where I put the little ticket. But I wrote on the... That's the number I drew. So I wrote 11 on the package, and then I drew a little 11 out of the tin. And that's the deck we ended up opening tonight. So 11 may be significant, and I just said it twice. So 11 may be significant as well. You may be seeing 11 a lot. Okay, it may be asking you to slow down. When you see the 11, slow down. Observe what it is you're thinking of. How far ahead are you thinking? And how much energy are you giving that future version of self or others? And like, what types of way are you giving that energy? Like, are you following a spiritual path to it? Are you following a proper path, a enriched, enlightened path? It's giving me enlightenment right now, 11. I don't know. These are not personal readings, Minax. Not tonight, my love. Listen, how else do we protect ourselves? How else are you going to protect yourself if you don't slow down? Also, knowing your shadows is going to help you protect yourself. We got the nine of clubs, and I was getting protecting yourself. You see the chameleon on the wall blending in, right? Like coming after her, looking over her shoulder. So there's this energy, like the more you know yourself, the less off guard people can catch you. And it's almost like people not being able to use you against yourself. Like when you've done this true introspective work. Yeah, it's not even a chameleon though. What is that other... It's like a salamander. That's what it looks like. Salamanders can change color too, can't they? I don't think very aggressively, but I do think that they can change color. I think chameleons are better at it, but I feel like salamanders have a similar quality. I could be wrong. Welcome back, Tom. You were here. You are here. You are here. Listen, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. 9 of Swords in reverse and 8 of Swords in reverse coming out together. Definitely the deeper, the more you get to know yourself, the more you understand your own shadows. Yeah, she's very unbothered, but that's what I'm saying is like people can't use you against yourself. Right? The more you learn about your own patterns, your own cycles, your own self-sabotaging ways, it's like the more aware you become of them, the more easier it is to step away from that fear and discomfort, right? Step away from that fear and discomfort and just be boldly yourself. And it's like this energy of not, people can't use your past against you. Ooh. When you break those chains, when you know yourself fully, there's a particular creator, and I can't think of who it is. I feel like she's a counselor or a psychologist or something. Is her name Robin, maybe? She's not even my favorite, but I could see her face, but I can't think of her name right now. But she talks about that. She's like, the more you like accept the things that you don't necessarily like about yourself, the less people can use it against you. Like, so what? I am loud. So what? I could be obnoxious. And what's your point? It's like there's definitely this energy of taking the power away from that shadow self, that shadow version of you. Taking the power out of other people's hands who would want to use it against you, that would want to somehow villainize you for being you. Mel Roberts, thank you. Could not remember her name, but that's exactly who I'm talking about. You're so intuitive there. You keyed in on that. What did I do? Call her Robin or something? You know, being sassy is not bad. I mean, I could be sassy. I think you guys have heard me be sassy a time or two, and either if not in my own chat, in other people's chats and other channels. Okay, what is 2? Let me look. Is that the High Priestess? Yes. Okay, that's the High Priestess card. So trusting your intuition. It's giving Tower of Babel, isn't it? It's also reminding me of the chariot allegory from Plato, where he talks about ascending and ascension, ascending towards the divine, okay, towards divinity. She is not. You're right. She is not very nice. That's why I'm like, she's not really for me, but she pops up in my feed and sometimes I hear her things and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't always like her delivery. Five of Cups. I'm trying to think of the traditional imagery. That's usually about regret and letting things go. Right? In reverse, it's like letting regrets go. But this came out upright. So it's like regrets from the past. Again, when you are familiar with that shadow, when you no longer allow that shadow to rule you, when you no longer move in fear, it's like people can't use the past against you. People can't use the past against you. That's the energy it's giving me. It's like not allowing people the space to use. Oh, I'm getting like not being able to use nostalgia magic against you either. Yes, guys, I do see nostalgia as magic. It's not necessarily black magic. It's just magic. What do I mean by that? Nostalgia can be good. Like you can build happy core memories with people, and that nostalgia is great for you, right? But it's like when somebody uses those happy core memories against you, when they twist it, when they try to make you feel a certain way about them based off of a few good memories, but when you look at the big picture, they were no good for you, right? When they try to pick out those few good memories and use them against you, that's what I mean when I say be careful of the magic of nostalgia. Hey, sister. Welcome in, Lottie. It's so nice to see you. We started this new deck. It's been extremely interesting. It's very much shadowy, this particular deck. Like, it definitely wants us to do more shadow work. It also nodded towards slowing things down, taking our time, not getting too far ahead of ourselves in any connections. Making sure we see people for who they really truly are. Now we have the Knight of Swords coming out again with the Seven of Swords. So again, there's this energy of slowing down and getting to know somebody. Now the Knight of Swords is fast moving, but I feel like this is nodding more towards like that need to slow down. Like, don't let people come in fast moving energy and mess around and lie and like wear that mask, fool you into believing they're one sort of way, fool you into believing that it's almost giving like not fooling yourself though either. Hey man, if I could make a church with you guys, I would. No, no, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I mean, it might be fun to go to one though. Just to feel the vibration for a minute. I don't know. I've never been to one. I've been to some interesting church related things, but I've never been to a mega church. You're talking about Mel. Mel's like a mega church influencer. I guess. There's something about her. And like I said though, she doesn't care how you feel about her. And that's one of the things that I admire about her. There's not a lot of things I admire about her, but that is one of the things I admire about her is that it's no shits given about how you take her attitude. And it's the awareness of her own shadows that takes that energy away from other people. Oh, you did, Antonia? You visited with an acquaintance and felt out of place? Aw, that's that's a tough place to be in. It's a tough space. Aw, look at that. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost giving, oh, look at this. This little tag says hate me. And again, it's the energy we were just discussing. It's like knowing your own shadows enough that nobody can use them against you. Girl, I feel that. I had an acquaintance come to my house once, and that was the energy. It was like I was uncomfortable in my own home with this person. They are no longer an acquaintance. Let me just be clear. They're no longer an acquaintance because it was like, but again, it was like letting somebody show me who they were. Just as I'm saying they're no longer an acquaintance, this Queen of Is that the queen or the king? It might be the king of wands coming out, but look, because again, it's like take no shit from others. It's like allowing the sass to be the sass, to really set those boundaries. It's also giving your sass could be attractive to the right person. Yes, thank you. Ace of Wands on the bottom. Your sass could be attractive to the right person, you know? The right person is going to find that sass to be charming. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, 10 of Cups coming through. Oh, this is the first time we're seeing this 10 of Cups. It's very interesting. We got 5 here. 5 is about change. There's a 5 in here on the die as well, with 3 and 2 coming out, 4 and 1, 4 and 1, so 5, 5, 5. We got that number last night, 555 as well, when I got numbers before I said goodnight. So there's definitely this energy of slowing down, not allowing people to rush us, putting our foot down when we feel rushed or uncomfortable, drawing the line and saying, this is enough, this isn't for me. Also not waiting for people to fall into line with how we believe they should be, but allowing them to truly show us who they are and accepting that at face value. And I feel like that's also what we should expect from others. Like, this is who I am. Accept me at face value. You're not gonna, you know, I'm doing this shadow work. I'm learning about myself. Here's that Queen of Cups coming out again. I'm doing that shadow work. I'm learning about myself. Right? I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. I understand that. But let's take the time to get to know whether or not our imperfections are able to align. Amen. So I feel like 2026 is a year to be patient with yourself and others, right? Not to rush anything. To embrace the peace in the chaos. Thank you. We got the 6 of Swords coming out. To embrace the peace amongst the chaos. To embrace the peace amongst the chaos. To be a source of peace through the chaos, right? It's like quieting the mind. It's giving me quieting the mind. Observing the chaos. She's not even observing the chaos. She's freaking dead. It's literally a coffin on the water. Like, what, Spirit? That's wild. But it's, you know, 6 of Swords is moving towards calmer waters. Oh, boy, he's crying. That's your spirit guides crying. It's almost giving me releasing traumas, like releasing your inner child to a certain extent, like releasing things from your childhood that affect your energy to this day, like allowing yourself to feel the peace, allowing parts of you to die, to fall away, things that weren't serving you. It is giving Ferryman vibes, isn't it? It's also giving me that 8 of Cups, things that are no longer serving you, walking away from those things that are no longer serving you. This is the, I don't want to butcher her name. This is the Nicolette. I don't know if she would say Chicoli, maybe. Tarot. I don't want to butcher her last name. It's very beautiful. It has Alice in Wonderland vibes, like hardcore Alice in Wonderland vibes, which was unexpected. I also have an Alice in Wonderland deck here. And it was funny because I did want to put them together, but I didn't realize they would be so closely related. Hi, sweetheart. What's up? What can I do for you? You just came in to hear my song? She just came in to hear my music. She's like just rocking on the bed. I think she heard it and decided to join us. Look at this. Seriously, mourning the past. Maybe we need to throw a funeral for our past selves. Maybe that could be part of our contract to, you know, the contract with the higher self. Like, let's, well, you know, when we write this contract, give yourself a moment to mourn who you were, right? Well, you're moving into the space of who you're becoming. Like, give yourself a minute to mourn who you've been. Oh, that's powerful. The bulbous head, bulbous bouffant, macadamia, gazebo, blubber. Has anybody ever heard that? I freaking love that. It's a group called the Vestibules. They did this whole song about weird names, weird words. You need to build yourself a huge coffin. I don't know what that would look like. How to mourn the self you're letting go. Yeah, I don't know if you could throw yourself a little ceremonial funeral of sorts. Oh, I love that. Yes, the God box. Lottie talks about the God box, like the things that you're letting go of, putting things that you're letting go of, things that have been bothering you into the God box, giving it to God, allowing God to take it. Little offerings of spirit. I think it's on repeat. Yeah, you like that, right? Yeah, she's just jiving to the music. I thought she came in to ask for something, but she just heard the music and came for it. So this is one of the songs, hon, that I was going to tell you we could sleep to at night if you wanted to. But you're so against hearing new music that you haven't let me play it for you. So maybe tonight this is one that you would like to hear. She's been listening to the same song on repeat, guys, at night for bedtime for like a year. And then this week it stopped working on Spotify. And we're trying to find new... Because it doesn't always work. Sometimes it does, and then sometimes it's not. And it's like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, my daughter Amber is rocking to the music and enjoying it. She's sitting on my bed behind me. I heard her come in and sit down. I thought she was going to ask for something, but she just heard the music and was drawn to it. She's actually, guys, she's a brilliant composer. She does a lot of music herself. That's absolutely amazing. I've shared some of it. She's got her own YouTube channel with a couple of her songs on it. It's some of her cute little animations. But she's quite brilliant when it comes to music. She's very drawn to it. So I'm not surprised to see her in here listening. I think she also enjoys this creator, this person. We've been listening to one of his other songs. I've been actually listening to him a lot during my lives because he doesn't copyright his music. So it's been fabulous. I just realized I probably did not turn all the... Yeah, if I've missed you guys, let me also mute my phone while I'm at it. Okay, let's get another reading. We'll do one more at least. We'll see where we go from here. The Fool. I saw this and I was like, it's such a cute card, but it's the Fool. But again, new beginnings. She's a drum. I just noticed the drumsticks in her hand. A little toy drum. So there's a marching forward. Time marches forward, I just heard, which is an Alice in Wonderland quote, I believe. So we're definitely starting this new adventure, beginning anew. We saw yesterday we are presenting the new us after a time of being withdrawn. Yeah, exactly. Ace of Swords, presenting the new us, bringing the new us to others into existence, speaking our truth, being willing to be honest with ourselves and about others, about connections, about things that are perceived or unperceived is what I'm hearing. Sharing a fresh perspective, I just heard. We got a runner now. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's running. Queen of Wands. Okay, this is the Queen of Wands. The other one must have been the King. This is the Queen of Wands. Isn't she cute? It's very attractive. Also getting the energy of like too much of a good thing again, right? Too much of a good thing. So it's, and I don't know, it may or may not apply to other people in the collective, but I'm gonna default to like the eating for emotional comfort sort of energy. I don't know. It's like something, I'm not getting her as being a person. I know the Marie Antoinette vibe came out with one of the girls that was eating a cake. I feel like it was the Ace of Swords or something. We saw her earlier. She was kind of trippy. These cards are very trippy. But it definitely gives the energy of like temptation. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. The temptation. So she either is a person that is a temptation, so you could be seen as a temptation to somebody else, or this is you seeing an actual item, a temptation, like something you're tempted towards, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be a feminine energy. It could be an actual thing, item. I'm almost getting like something you're codependent on, something that tempts you, something that draws you in. Something that attracts you. I'm not getting, I mean, it could be that you're the attraction, but I'm really getting more of like this being something you're attracted to. Oh, this is an interesting Six of Cups. He's showing her a mirror of herself. Now, Six of Cups is often, to me, past life connections, right? And it often comes through as being like somebody. Usually, it's something that you nurture, right? Something that you nurture and grow. Again, it has that nostalgia vibe. So there's almost this energy of somebody showing you who you are, or showing you past versions of self, or showing you the current version of you as well as coming through. But it's like there may be somebody coming into your life. It could be very tempting to return to the past self. Like there may be, thank you, energy. There may be a desire, like something coming towards you, something that tempts you to step into a past version of yourself. I would be careful of that. Be honest with yourself about the person you're becoming, the person you are, and the person you want to be. The person you are and the person you want to be. The person you are becoming is the person you want to be. And it's like, be careful or pay attention to those relationships, those people who expect you to be a different version of you. A version of you that you may not have fully stepped away from yet, okay? A version of you you are currently transforming, that version of you that you are mourning and letting go, that version of you that you want to become It's going to feel uncomfortable when you're presenting that to people who expect you to be someone else. And they may very well want to tempt you into being that past person that they remember. So be mindful of that as you're coming into the new year, as people resurface. And it's not just people, but energies, vibrations. Because again, when I was seeing that Queen of Wands, I wasn't seeing her as you, and I wasn't necessarily seeing her as a person. I'm seeing her more as an energy, something that's tempting. What tempts you into being the person that you used to be, but you no longer want to be? It's like the things that you're trying to break and move away from, those cycles that you're trying to break, like paying attention to those. Something's going to show you this mirror of who you used to be or who you're becoming. There's an energy of like looking into the mirror and seeing the person that you want to see, the future you, the part of you that you want to nurture, that you want to develop, that you want to grow. And again, with that nostalgia magic, people from the past coming through and trying to remind you about pieces of yourself that you've mourned or let go of. Okay, Spirit. Ooh, these messages. This is a serious deck. I know, Cynthia, you were talking yesterday about the other deck being all about moderation. This has got a very different vibe, this deck. It's like a very forlorn feeling. I'm not gonna lie. It's very forlorning. It's beautiful. It's haunting. It's like it's haunting. Don't keep yourself trapped in old versions of yourself. Do you see her in there in the snow globe, unable to escape? Isn't that interesting? Is that the World card? 21? Yeah, that's the World card. It's almost giving me the energy of like knowing that there's something out there. Something different, something better. With it in reverse, it's like not keeping yourself stuck there, not keeping yourself trapped in the past. Self-limiting beliefs, letting go of self-limiting beliefs. And again, this nostalgia energy, this temptation to return to a you that you no longer resonate with. It's the energy of stepping away from that, stepping into a new version of self. It's pattern breaking. It's curse breaking. Removing those self-limiting beliefs. Hi, Grace. Happy second day of Christmas, guys. Oh, this must be the Tower. Earlier I was looking at a card and I swore it must be the Tower, but it was not. It was Strength. This has got to be the Tower card. It's very interesting. I gotta look at the number. Oh, my little cheat over here. My Major Arcana cheat for this deck. I think that's the Tower, though. Yes, Tower. Hi, Grace. So good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. So again, it's almost like this energy that if you don't really truly look at yourself, if you don't really truly look at those patterns, those curses, those self-limiting beliefs, if you don't allow, it's like Spirit is trying to show it to you. Spirit is like holding up the mirror It's like I'm hearing like the mirror of disappointment, like really looking at the things that you've disappointed yourself, those areas where you've limited yourself, where you've created your own curses is what it's giving me. Where you've given your own power away, where you've allowed yourself to stay stuck and stay stagnant. And there's this energy of really having to look at that. It's like before the tower falls, or like the tower falling is actually the looking at that. Or the tower falling is the you returning to that past self, like that falling for that temptation, being pulled into that life again, being pulled into that world again, being pulled into the belief that you are limited, that your self is limited. I was just hearing again, we visited it yesterday, the idea that it's not your soul that's in your body, but your body that's in your soul. I don't know why that's coming out in the context of this, but, but I definitely was just feeling it. And a combination of that tower coming in with this world card was just this energy of like where those limiting beliefs are, right? Like something that lies within the body, but you are so much bigger, you are so much grander, you are so much greater than that. Than what you know in your body and your physical existence, what your connection, your unlimited, untethered connection is to spirit. What you know, your unlimited self. There, you can't contain a soul. You can't. Your soul isn't inside you. Your higher self is part of your soul, and that's it's higher, it's bigger, it's grander, it's encompassing you, it's holding you. I just heard it holds everything. And it's like quite frankly, my where there's no end to where my soul is, and like Lati's soul begins. We're one soul experiencing it. You know, we're allowed to see in each other the same. Thank you. It's like, thank you. It's like, you know, that saying of like seeing Christ in others, right? Like being able to see people, see Christ in other people's eyes. That's what they mean by it. It's like we're our higher selves. There's no limitations. There's no end. They are absolutely infinite, and therefore they are overlapping. They're one. They are together. They are all enmeshed and aligned. Ooh, spirit. And those beliefs and those limiting beliefs that we have, those are born of the flesh. Those are the lies we tell ourselves. Those are the lies we're born into. It's the illusion, the creation of separation, the illusion of separation when we're born, when we're brought into this world. That's where the illusion of separation starts. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Show me where the universe ends and I begin, because I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm part of the universe. Yes, whole and complete. Exactly. Aw, Grace, I'm sending you so much love. I think it's easier for some than others, and I only like I'm such a single mom. There's no co-parenting over here. So and that was an easy choice. It was an easy choice for the good and well-being of myself and my daughter. You know, and I'm sorry that that's something that you're faced with and unable to do. I think for some people, it hasn't quite worked out that way. So we have the King of Cups coming out too. Aw, Grace, that would be super uncomfortable. Or do you have adult children, Grace? I always wondered about that. My mom had a beautiful relationship with one of her ex-husbands, and I really couldn't understand it. I didn't know if she was just masking, like he came over for dinner and stuff, and I was like, man. But I also wished that I could have that relationship with certain exes. Like maybe someday we can heal this enough that we could sit down and have dinner together and not feel uncomfortable, not feel weird about it. It's like I feel like that would be a beautiful space, like a beautiful goal to be in with certain people. It's like, can you heal something to get to that point where you could be in their presence and not be uncomfortable? I think it's funny that I say that because I can remember my mom hanging with one of her ex-husbands and it not being like bugging her at all. But when I had my daughter and my bio dad like invited himself back into my life, uninvited. I did not invite him. He invited himself back in. And they had to do a couple events together. It was very awkward. It was awkward for me. It was very, I don't know how they felt about it, but so it was very awkward for me. Sorry, I do have the King of Cups out over here. I was just looking at it. I was just trying to take in this energy. It almost looks like is she trying to rescue him, save him, save him from herself? What's going on there, Spirit? Save me from myself? What is this energy? Doing the shadow work. 7 of Coins. This is giving me shadow work. Look at this weird spider vibes. Amen, Lottie. Like I play with the thought experiment of what it would be like to not be bothered, to be unbothered around them in their energy. And I feel like not wanting anything from any of them would create the unbothered energy. Say if we ever did find ourselves sharing the same space, right? This is giving like but this the self-mastery. So we have this King of Cups and this 7 of Pentacles, the introspection to rebalance ourselves, to find emotional balance, for getting emotional clarity. The way she's pulling on her dress, it's almost like reclaiming her energy, reclaiming control. It's like understanding the role she's playing in things, like, right? Like sort of removing herself from the chaos, removing herself from the war, the battle. This deck is so deep. I love the energy, but she's, man, so deep. It's like I love the art, but it's still real challenging to reach. Yeah, self-mastery. So finding creative ways as well. We got the Empress coming back out. We got the Empress coming back out. She's very inquisitive. She wants to see how things work. You know, she wants to understand the details of things. And again, with the shadow work. And this is giving almost the things that you can control versus things you can't control, right? It's like she can control how much of her energy she gives to other people's chaos, right? And that goes back to looking at that contract that you're placing with yourself, with your higher self, the contract you're entering for the new year with your higher self. And looking at, back in the first reading this evening, it was looking at what is within your control. How much of your energy are you putting into things that are not in your control, things that you don't have control over? Where can you better put that energy to serve your highest good? Where can you better put that energy to embody the spirit of unlimited self? Ooh, spirit, thank you. for your creative and unlimited self. Hi, Jean. We are all an empress. Amen. Seriously, the decision to walk away. We got 2 of Swords, and look at her on the tightrope. I'm like, nope. I just heard not my monkey, not my circus. Oh, but it's like, you know, being the owner of your monkeys. Did you guys hear the plow? They're back. It could be a snowblower. It's hard to tell. There's a big storm out there tonight. I don't know where you are, but we are getting so much snow. Antonia, I'm sending it your way. Did you want some Christmas snow? It's coming. It's coming, my love. I promise. I'll send it right to you. We got a big storm. It says till 4 a.m. Isn't that funny? The 4 of Pentacles just came out. I was literally just saying we got a storm until 4 a.m. Just stay inside. Be safe, guys. If you are part of the storm, stay inside. Be safe. Look at this cool mirroring again. What? Look at who's mirroring her. That's interesting. Four of Pentacles is often about a scarcity mindset. Could be the feeling of, you know, a lack of connection with others, or not feeling like you're connecting with others, or not seeing where and how you are connecting with others as well. Interesting. It's an interesting card. It's a very, very complicated. You are getting snow as well. Cynthia, oh, you're already getting snow? Oh, Jean's getting snow. Oh, Antonia said she's getting snow too. Yeah. Return to sender. That's my favorite, return to sender. Everybody's always like, do a return to sender spell. The way I see it is, yeah, when I feel sketchy energy from somebody else, let's talk about it. When I feel sketchy energy from somebody else, it's like, I think it feels very good to my soul. I will throw on that song and just dance it out. It's like by the time the song is over, by the time I'm done, like, singing it and moving to it, Return to Sender by Elvis Presley, like, I just feel like my energy's cleared. Like, I've been able to release and let it go. I don't know why, but that always works for me. It's like, it's one of my favorite ways to do like I won't call it a spell, but it is like an intention, like setting an intention to let go of somebody else's energy or influence over me. The Knight, yeah, this is the Knight of Swords. I thought we saw that earlier, but maybe I read it wrong. It could have been the Page of Swords I saw earlier. Oy vey. So the Knights have the little horses. I gotta remember that. So that Knight of Swords. I love the little origami bird, though. Super cute. This could be a message coming in. But again, we were just saying return to sender, right? It's literally about sending a letter back to somebody, that particular song. So that could just be spirit singing along. It's like putting this belligerent energy. I know it's not belligerent. It's just very dark, right? This is very dark energy. It's like when you feel that dark energy, it's like not being open to receiving it. Moving is a good way to not being open to receive stagnant dark energy. Okay, that's the you guys, can you hear that? Can you guys hear that? It's definitely the snowblower. The only person I've seen doing the snow blowing this year is our building maintenance guy. I hope that they hired somebody. I hope that he doesn't have to drive all the way from 45 minutes away to come snow blow for us. I just noticed so far this year he's the only one doing it, so I hope he didn't have to. He takes good care of us, though. 9 of Pentacles. Again, I love this coming out. So we had the Empress, and now we have this pre-Empress energy. There she is. Pre-Empress to Empress. We have this energy of sitting in our abundance and enjoying it. And it's, again, I said earlier, there was this energy of like a need for gratitude for what we've been through. Okay, for what we've already overcome. There's no need to sit in the regret of it. There's no need to hold on to the pain. There's no need to cling to that past self that no longer exists. And I'm not trying to invalidate your feelings or invalidate the trauma, but there's just this energy of letting go of the past versions of self that aren't serving you, okay? Letting go of the things that would tempt you to stay there. Write that contract with your higher self. Allow the new year to bring in the new version of you. Agree with your higher self to let those things go, those self-limiting beliefs, those temptations to remain stagnant. Look at what things are really, truly making you feel stagnant. What are those things? Really observe yourself fully. There's also this energy of not over-analyzing. It's like you want to look at it, you want to see it, you want to sit with it. But it's like letting go of it requires you letting go of over-analyzing people, places, and things, situations that you feel like are keeping you stuck there. Like not spending too much energy thinking about those people who don't bring you that satisfaction, that happiness, that alignment. It's also giving me reframing that, because those people pointed to where alignment is, and you should be grateful for that. It's like they may have made you uncomfortable. They may have made you unhappy in a certain situation, but those feelings are information. They're information from spirit. Those reactions that you're having to those situations are information from spirit. It's there to guide you, to move you in the right direction. Ooh. We have so much snow. I went out to get my groceries today, Jean. So I have somebody, a shopper, who brings them. And I went out to her car to put the groceries in the cart and bring them inside. And by the time I got the groceries from her car inside the house, there was a ½ inch of snow on my groceries. I couldn't believe it. Like, I don't think I've ever... I mean, yes, I have, because I live in upstate New York. Yes, Lottie, using those senses to guide you and being grateful for those senses, not sitting in the energy of regretting that those senses exist, but actually using those senses to redirect you. I put the deck away, guys, because we're coming up on 2 hours, and I want to kind of keep these collective readings a little bit shorter. Do you guys want to get out like the fun decks again? Should we do the sinister and cynical thing? Should we enjoy? I know, Antonia, it falls so fast here. I act surprised every winter, but it's pretty typical when you live on the southeastern shore of Lake Ontario. It's pretty typical to have massive amounts of snow dump on us here. I don't know why I act surprised. Oh, I just realized that these are little deck holders in there. I thought they were just little space holders in my thing, but it's a little card holder. Isn't that cute? Let me see. I think there's one in the other deck as well. At first I thought it was just like a little cardboard thing, but it's wood. Oh, yeah. There is one. Oh, that one smells funky. Smells like the paint. So we can, okay. We can compare and contrast here. That's cute. That's cute. Make sure they're going the right way. There we go. Let's get some. These are fun. Lottie, I don't know if you saw these the other day, but these are really fun. These are, you guys, a little not serious, okay? That was a very serious reading and very serious decks. And so now we're going to lighten up the mood with some sinister affirmations, mantras for formidable women. And then we have cynical affirmations, mantras for the modern hellscape. So let's read a couple of these. These are fun. Let's dig into these just for shits and giggles, shall we? These make me laugh. Let's end on a laugh tonight. Let's end on a funny note. Let me shuffle. Grace, that's me. I'm always saying winter is a spectator sport. I tell my building manager that all the time. I'm so happy to just sit at home with a warm cup of coffee. It's beautiful to watch, but I have zero desire to like go out in it. I'm not a winter sports person. I don't even want to go to the tree lighting downtown because I know my knees are gonna hurt because it's so cold. It's like I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I want my heating pad for a season. That's what this is. It's heating pad season. I'm such an old lady. I was so happy to just like be home, be warm, snuggled up, not going out. I like my daughter has a vision rehab specialist and we're doing shopping with her I've talked about it in the past. We've been teaching her how to shop for herself, teaching her how to navigate the store, buy things, like how to check out at registers, how the whole process works. You don't think about it with blind kids, but a lot of kids learn by watching adults, and blind kids can't watch adults. So, like, when she goes into the store with me, she could be hearing a lot of things, but she doesn't necessarily know what's going on around her. So the goal of the vision rehab in this capacity is to teach her how to do it, to make it a more tactile, hands-on experience for her, for me to step back and for her to like see how things operate, quote unquote, see, right? Is a more communication, more like exposure therapy type stuff, like getting her to do it herself, getting her to find the things that she likes in a store, getting her to grab her own basket, you know, things that it's easy for a lot of kids who have their full vision to see what it is that their parents doing when they go and do these things. This is not so much the case when you have children who can't see very well. So all that to say, like, we recently were scheduled to have a session with her, and it was to go to the store, and like the weather was so crappy, and I was just waiting for her to cancel, and finally I messaged her and I was like, are you sure you want to do this? And she's like, no, I was debating that myself right now. We ended up canceling because neither one of us wants to go out in it either. Yeah, she has to feel to see. Exactly. So, you know, we've been working on that. We have a small neighborhood store that we can walk to in the summer. It's close enough. So we walked to that several times for sessions over the summer, and she learned how to navigate a very small store and find the things that she wanted. And while it's winter now, I have her signed up for the Call a Bus program, and they send like a little bus right to our apartment to scoop us up and take us like over to the bigger stores. So that's what we're working on, is extrapolating the things we learned in the small store setting and now applying them to the larger store. It's very fun, very like fun, but I don't know, it was very fun. So last year we tried to take her to Walmart and she had a complete meltdown. It was a hot mess. But with all the work that we did in the small store this year, when we took her to Walmart this last time, it went very well. We all very much enjoyed it. Which is, we were not sure what to expect. So that was really, it was beautiful. Especially Christmas season. Yeah, especially Christmas season. We even revisited the area where we had the meltdown last year. And like, I could feel like both me and the vision rehab specialist were kind of like not sure how it was going to go. And it went very well. It was very fun. We all laughed. We all had a good time. We took our time. Nobody was rushed. Nobody was rude to her either. Sometimes people can be a little pushy, and I was worried about that around this time of year. So I was pleased that things went very smoothly, that we didn't feel rushed or uncomfortable. What did I say earlier about accepting who we are fully? Right? Like really seeing ourselves fully, like owning those shadows, right? We were talking about Mel. The first card that came out of the cynical affirmation says, I've got 99 problems and I'm most of them. So really getting comfortable with seeing you fully, seeing yourself fully, looking in that mirror, really getting in touch with you, who you are, what you're bringing to the table and why. And that includes your shadows, right? That was cute. All right, let's get a sinister one now and see if they line up. That was so fun the other day. Let's do it. Oh my God, thank you. These are great. These are so freaking funny. Okay, hold on, cause two flipped. I gotta I don't know if we should take them both. Do you guys think we should take them both? Okay, here we go. The first one says, do one thing every day that brings you joy. Get outside, wander a forest, accept the tutelage of a powerful ancient witch. Become the sinister force that occupies the forest and terrifies the town folks. Treat yourself. That is kind of like when I go out. I am the mossy bottomed bog witch after all. I am the person who terrorizes the town. Thank you, Spirit. So then the second card that came out is don't let other people try to change you. Real change comes from a horrifying near-death experience with a werewolf under a full moon. So this does, go to that whole like how trauma changes you. This goes to that how that tower is made to sort of realign you, adjust your life, readjust your life, right? That is the advice right there. That is the advice. No, but change comes though through those experiences. It's true. Through those tower moments, people change. Towers change people. That's another thing with not rushing yourself into new connections this coming year. Like making sure you're taking your time to get to know people. These are so funny. It's a perfect day to sigh in exasperation as you contemplate the futility of everything. Yeah, that's my winter vibe. I'm gonna sit inside and I'm gonna sigh. I am not, no. I do not want to go on a winter adventure with you. Sorry. I want to stay home with my coffee on my heating pad and be the mossy bottom bog witch that I am. Oh, it's outrageous that I have to take care of my flesh prison. I don't even like it. Don't I always say that? Flesh bag problems. Those are flesh bag problems. Oh my god, these are cracking me up. Let's get one more of these. Hi, Crystal. One more of these and we'll call it a night, guys. Crystal, there were a whole bunch of really great collective readings back at the beginning. If you want to go back and watch them, we opened a new deck tonight. I'm just finishing with a couple silly affirmation decks. We're looking at cynical affirmations, and then this one is sinister affirmations. So just ending on a lighter note. But it's so funny, though, how some of it is really aligning with the readings and the things we already talked about. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing us to laugh. Let us laugh about the person we were. Let us laugh about it. Let us laugh about our things that we once regretted. Bring us into a space where we can laugh at ourselves, where we could really embrace the humor of having flesh bag problems in general. Oh. The humor of being human. It's okay if you need a break. It's okay if you need a hug. It's okay if you need help performing an occult ritual that will enthrall a dark and unspeakable evil. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. That's funny. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. I feel like we need more. Oh my God, and just as I was saying that, don't be too hard on yourself about your weaknesses. We all have them. It says Dracula can't even go outside during the day, and he'll still, oh, he's still the immortal Prince of Darkness. This is, again, we were talking about that. Don't be too hard on yourself. Allow yourself to laugh about your own humanity. Allow yourself to see the humor in your own faux pas, your own, your own shadows, your own shortcomings. Oh, okay, I'll take that one. We'll get one more, guys. Just as we were talking about this, being miserable is a choice. Being miserable is a choice is my favorite tip from people who are delusional. I like how they're both chosen happiness and being a smug prick at the same time. I love how they've both chosen happiness and being a smug prick at the same time. It's true, though. It is a choice. I'm one of those people that'll tell you that. So I guess according to this deck, I'm a smug asshole, and I'll receive it. I'm open to receive it, and I'll laugh about it too. I do know it's difficult, guys. I've been through a lot. I think a lot of you would be surprised if you really could sit down and see my story in its full to understand how I got to the space where where there's no other option but to laugh. It's like to get through something where it's the last ditch effort of enjoying somebody's life after so much pain or heartache, trauma. People who are like that, it's not that we haven't experienced trauma similar to yours or even greater than the trauma other people have experienced. It's the fact that we've experienced that trauma and survived it that allows us to laugh, that allows us to move past it. It's the shadow work and the healing that we've already done to move into that space of being able to accept it as just a part of what made us human. The things that we face, the things that we overcome. Because a lot of people like to assume that a lot of us readers haven't experienced a great amount of trauma, and that's why we could sit here and preach the happiness is a choice. And it's like, no, because we were where you were. We were in that space of misery for a long time, and we transcended it through the shadow work, through working on things, through allowing ourselves to accept fully the path that we chose and even the parts of the path that we didn't choose, you know? Acceptance is your friend, is what's coming through. Acceptance is your friend in that respect. Thank you guys so much. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for unboxing another deck with me. Amen, Antonia. I agree with that. Antonia says when it was happening, we could imagine a time when things would be better. Amen. Not just that when things would be better, but when like we could imagine ourselves as the people being willing to transcend it, being willing to let it go, being willing to step into that space where things would be better. It's like not just being able to see it and imagine it, but actually being open to taking the steps towards it. It's very powerful. Thank you guys for trusting me with your energy tonight. Yes, amen. Happiness is a choice. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified so you know when we'll be back. I will be doing, what is today? Friday? Okay. I will be doing my normal Sunday live, and I think we'll just unbox a new deck and make it part of the list live, the part of the tea party. Okay. So if you would like to book a personal, I do book personals. The link is in the bio. Okay. And until next time, guys, you too, Antonia, you guys don't forget. I almost forgot. I didn't have many opportunities to plug Antonia's book this night, but don't forget that our very own Antonia Allen has this beautiful book for introverts. If you know an introvert or you are an introvert and you would like somebody to understand you better or you would like to understand yourself better, okay, make sure you check it out. You can find it on Amazon. You can also find it on societyofintroverts.com. If you guys purchase through Society of Introverts, you get a signature copy. You get one Miss Antonia has signed herself. I feel so privileged. So do find it at her website. I highly encourage you to find it at her website instead of going elsewhere for it. I mean, you can go anywhere you want, but I highly encourage you find it at her website. It's a beautiful little read. It's got some things in there to consider and to explore when it comes to introverts. And I'm a bit introverted, believe it or not. I'm like the extrovert introvert. Like I adapt. Ambivert, I think they call us. I can adapt, but I do prefer to recharge at home by myself. And so there is some insight in there even for myself. Insight for me to understand myself and also to help explain who I am to others. I think it's a beautiful book. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your energy with us, Antonia. We appreciate you so much. And do know that on New Year's Eve, Antonia is having a New Year's Eve party on her channel, Antonia's Blissful Corner. So if you have not subscribed over there yet, on New Year's, I'm going to be, I think it might be a night when I have a live. I'm not sure. If it's a night that I have a live planned, I will be probably early and cutting out early so that I can join Antonia for her New Year's special. I got snacks, Antonia. I got myself some crackers and cheese and pepperoni, and I'm on party with you. We're going to have snacks. I got those introvert snacks from your song, right? I don't know, which number was it? Which number was snacks? From your 12 days of Christmas, one of your numbers was snacks. And then, like, I definitely got some snacks so that I'll be so ready for this New Year's Eve party. It was a perfect day to get it before the weather hit. Like, I'm so glad I planned my shop. It was day 8. Yes, 8 snacks. That's about how many I got myself. I ain't gonna lie. Got myself some good. Now it's like the challenge of staying out of them until New Year's. No, I gotta stay out. I bought extra crackers and cheese so I don't have to stay entirely out of them. Anyways, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. I appreciate you showing up. Thank you for making my Christmas all that more merry. And I will see you tomorrow night for our third deck of Christmas. Oh, good, Jean. We're all going to be eating the same snacks. It'll be a hoot. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Don't forget, stay inspired, guys. Love you.